Hey guys, what is up? It is David, aka McRooster here. So a few months or so back, there was a lot of controversy about League YouTubers and WTFast, and there was a lot of hate being spread to the YouTubers for accepting bribes and advertising this program that a lot of people claim doesn't really do anything for them. And well, WTFast got a lot of hate as well due to them not responding too well to criticism and for obviously bribing YouTubers to put in good reviews for them. Now, putting all of this aside, is WTFast, the actual software, bad? Does it do what it's supposed to do to reduce your lag in online games? I agree in the sense it doesn't really make much sense to me how a program can just magically make you lag less, although I have been looking for a VPN type of software for reasons which I will explain later. So anyways, before we begin, I will mention that I am not sponsored by WTFast. Okay, if you guys think that I took a bribe to do this video or whatever, then that's your problem. But I will tell you now that this is not a sponsored video. This is 100% out of my own interest and out of my own time. I don't think they even do sponsors anymore because of the backlash they got from the whole League YouTuber thing. So anyways, let's go into the actual point of the video. Does WTFast actually work? So right now I am on the Oceanic server, the Australian server. This is the server that's closest to me and where I pretty much get the lowest ping. So first of all, let's just start off. I've basically got my desktop in full screen mode, so you guys should be able to see anything. I don't have WTFast running anywhere down here. So I'm just going to go into a custom game quickly to check the ping, and I will fast forward this so you guys don't have to, watch for the whole thing. Who have we got here? Yeah, let's grab Ribbon.
What is broken can be reforged.
I'm not even going to play a proper game. Whatever, to set everything up. So let's go in game and see if, what my ping's like first. Alrighty, so we're in game right now, and as you can see on the top right here, I've got about 61 ping to the Oceanic server, which is pretty typical, to be honest. 61, 62 ping. This is pretty typical ping for me, and I mean, everything feels great, it's all responsive. So yeah, there's no issues here. So let's go and exit the game and see if WTFast will actually lower the ping by any bit. Alrighty, so I'm on my desktop right now. What the hell is this? I'm gonna get rid of that. WTFast. So let's open this up. So I'm a free user, by the way, free basic user. And that's another thing about WTFast is that you don't have to pay for it. Although you do have to watch these advertisements, which I don't like. So I'm just gonna skip through this and get onto the server selection or whatever. Alrighty, so we're in. Let's go ahead and type in the game League of Legends. Yep, League of Legends, and network. Manually check that, and we're gonna check, Australia. We'll get it to choose the best for me. Alrighty, that's all good then, so we'll go ahead and play, connect to the GPN, Gamers Private Network. I think that's, I even know how this works, if that's essentially the same thing as a VPN, Virtual Private Network. I know, I don't really do much of this VPN stuff, because I've never really had to. So anyways, I'll go ahead and skip all of this crap. Alrighty, what was that error message? It couldn't detect my game, whatever. Okay, let's just go into the game, go into another custom game and see if this has actually made any kind of ping difference.
What is broken can be reforged.
Possible connection issue. No, I'm in the game. I don't really see what the issue is. Maybe it's because the game's installed on a different hard drive. I'm not sure, but whatever. Let's just go in and see what happens. Yeah, okay, so it seems as though I think I'm connected to it at least. Whatever. But, yeah, so I am connected to it, and it looks as though there hasn't been any ping difference at all, to be honest. Still at 64, 60, which is, you know, 64, pretty typical average ping for me. Yeah, everything still feels the same, so
long I've wandered.
it looks as though it hasn't really helped me here. So yeah, so for a server that's already in the same country as you, What the Fast isn't really going to do anything.
Mistakes.
But this is something that I want to show you guys for another server that is not in my country. So we're going to go ahead and leave game, and okay, so yeah, I was connected, it was working, so yeah, I was connected to What the Fast and it didn't really do anything for me there. So we're going to go ahead and log out of this, and we're going to close this, and we're going to start up good old Garena. So let's see here, right now I am on the Singapore region, so the Singapore server. We're going to go ahead and start that up. Alrighty, so yeah, right now I'm all logged out of What the Fast. So, oh, I hope they're not having any connectivity. Okay, so they're having some connectivity issues. Hopefully that won't have much of an impact on anything. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into a custom game to check the ping.
What is broken can be reforged.
Alrighty, so we're in game in the Singapore server, and as you can see to the top right, I've just got just under 100 ping, which is pretty typical for me for the Singapore server. And I mean, it's still, you know, everything still feels pretty good. There's not too much delay. It's only 100 ping, so yeah, everything feels alright. I mean, not too much of an issue there. Anyways, we'll go ahead and exit, and we'll turn on What the Fast and see if there's any difference there. So let's see here, log in. Gotta go through all this video ad bullcrap. I mean, it is a free version, so gotta wait for this. Finally. So anyways, let's go into this, and we'll type in Greener for League of Legends Greener, so it detects the game. Let's see here, network, we're going to set it to manual, and we're going to put it to Singapore, and set it all to Singapore. So we'll go ahead and click play, and get it all connected up to the GPN engine. Alrighty, so it looks like we're all connected up. So we'll go into another custom game now and see what the ping is like, and see if anything's made a difference.
What is broken can be reforged.
Alrighty, so we're in game now, and looking at the top right here, so this is pretty interesting. We're still on the Singapore server, and looks as though that What the Fast, by connecting to the What the Fast server, has reduced my ping to 68, so it's effectively reduced my ping by about 30. Now, does this mean there's an actual difference? Well, it being only 30 ping, to be honest, I can't really feel much of a difference. It still feels pretty good. It's spiking a bit there. I think that's because the reason why it's spiking is because, as we were shown before, there were some connectivity issues on the Singapore server that Garena is having, but still, it's effectively dropped my ping down to 67, which is, you know, that's a 30 ping difference. It's not much. Well, it is a lot, but you know, it's still under 100 ping. It's still pretty low ping. So, you know, just going at this now, I can't really feel much of a difference, to be honest. But yeah, that was pretty interesting though. It did drop my ping by about 30, but because it wasn't much, and because I already didn't have such a high ping to the Garena server, I can't really feel the difference. So anyways, we'll go ahead and leave the game. Now this is something that I originally was looking for in a VPN style software. So we're going to go ahead and exit the Singapore server. And I know that there are a lot of other VPNs can do this as well, but WTFast is the only one that has been able to do this for free. So we're still going to stay connected to the Singapore server. Actually, no, we're going to log out of this. Yep, so let's log out of WTFast. I'll show you guys what's going to happen. So let's log in. Alrighty, so yep, this is all... I've set this old region to the Taiwan server. Now, the Taiwan server is relatively close to Australia. I mean, it's in Southeast Asia. Australia is, close to Southeast Asia, so I should be able to, connect to it with pretty decent ping. Now, let's see if we can go ahead and even start the Taiwanese server. I do have an account here, so I used to be able to play on it, but recently... Well, sorry, a while back, a couple of years ago, they changed it so that they region blocked people outside of Taiwan, like your IP blocked. So we'll go ahead and stop mumbling about and just actually start the thing. So to show you guys, let's see here. So we're going to log on. And if you guys are wondering why it's all in English, it's because I obviously changed the language settings in the files, settings. So anyways, we're logging on, waiting. Come on, let me log in. Yeah, it's taking ages. It doesn't want to see. There's a connection error. This connection error is simply because of the fact that I am region blocked. Because I am from Australia, I know why they did that. I guess they don't want English or people outside of the country playing on their server. So yeah, I'm pretty much blocked from playing on the Taiwan server. But let's log into WTFast, and we'll log into the Singapore server and see if it makes a difference. Because I'm pretty sure that people in Singapore can still play on the Taiwanese server, so I've been told. So if I set this to Singapore, then it shouldn't block me. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and get in here, Garena, League of Legends, Garena, right, Singapore, okay, play, let's go. Let's get into this. So once this all connects up, I'm going to try connecting to the Taiwan server. Alrighty, sweet, so we're all connected. Let's go ahead and start this up. Alrighty, let's see here. Yep, we're all connected. Alrighty, sweet. So we're in. We are in the Taiwan server, and as you can see here, I've got an account here. I haven't played on this account. Let's see here, match history. Yeah, I haven't played since February 2014. I had a game before. But yeah, look at that. I haven't been able to play this in over a year because it's been region blocked. But yeah, as you can see, yep, this is all the Taiwanese server. It's all in English though, because like I said before, I changed the the language to English. Anyways, let's go into a custom game and check what the ping's like.
What is broken can be reforged.
I love this server so much because I've actually got Dragon Blade Riven on this one. You can't get that skin on any of the other servers. They don't sell it anymore. Alrighty, sweet. So we're in, and as you can see by the top right, it looks as though I've got about... Oh, it's spiking up a bit. I think that's because it is... What's going on here? I need to set this on to 100, cap it to 144. So yeah, I've pretty much got about 120 ping. It is spiking up around a bit, but I mean, it is Friday night, by the way, guys. So that might have something to do with it as well. But yeah, it's pretty much on 120 ping. Like, that's pretty much the average ping I've been getting. So just try and ignore that spiking that's going on there. So yeah, 120 ping. There is a tiny bit of delay, but it's not. But I mean, this is Taiwan. You know, this is a server. It is close to Australia, but it's not that close. So I mean, the ping's not going to be perfect. So what can I say? Not only has What the Fast actually unlocks the region for me, so I can actually play on this server. I am getting pretty good ping to the server as well,
learn from your mistakes.
You know, clicking at this now, like I said before, there's a little bit of delay. It's not going to be perfect, but no, it's still pretty good. I can still play with this ping, especially considering that a couple of years back, before I made the Australian server, I used to play with like 250 ping on the North American server, like 300 ping on the North American server, and I could still get I was still able to achieve diamond back then. So it's not like I can't do that now with just 120 ping. So anyways, to conclude the video, What the Fast, it is not a complete, you know, it is not completely false advertising. I mean, it does work, but it may not work for anyone. And so far, out of all the, you know, VPNs, virtual private networks I've tried so far, What the Fast is the only one that's been free that has allowed me to connect to any, you know, any of their servers. Like, I tried some other ones, and they were asking me for my credit card information, and, you know, if I didn't give them, you know, my information, if I didn't pay for it, then it wouldn't let me use it. So at least What the Fast, it's got a free version. Although those advertisements are really annoying, at least it's free, and that's good. You can't put a price on, you know, a program being free. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and conclude the video now. If you are interested in trying out What the Fast to see if it actually works for you, I will put a link to like a referral link in the video description. Like I said before, I'm not actually, you know, getting paid for this. This is not a sponsored video, but if you guys do want to check it out, then just take a look, see if it works for you, and, you know, if it does, then great, or if it doesn't, then whatever, you know, it's not for everyone. But I will say that What the Fast, it does work for me, and I'm super happy that I'm actually, you know, able to play on the Taiwanese server because of this. Because, you know, I have spent RP on this account, and it kind of sucks for me to play on the account, then it gets blocked, and, well, now I can play it on again. Anyways, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.